Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're unpacking exactly why B2B SaaS growth is stalling out here in 2026. Look, if you've been feeling like your marketing budget is working twice as hard to get you half the results, believe me, you are not alone. We're going to explore how AI-native marketing is completely shifting the industry's focus away from those vanity metrics like simple form fills and pushing it toward actual, measurable pipeline growth. Let's get right into it. So, why is B2B growth stalling? It's literally the question keeping SaaS founders, CMOs, and revenue leaders up at night. The capital markets in 2026 have completely reset their expectations. That old growth at all costs era, it's officially over. Investors are now demanding clear unit economic viability, meaning they're scrutinizing every single dollar spent on acquisition. And the truth is, traditional playbooks are suddenly just failing to deliver. Get this, customer acquisition cost payback periods, meaning the time it takes for a customer to actually pay back what you spent to acquire them, have stretched out to a brutal 18 months for mid-market companies. Just think back to 2023, when that number was sitting around 12 to 15 months. What this tells us is pretty clear. The old marketing engine is losing its efficiency, and it's happening fast. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the 2026 acquisition crisis. Look at the AI search disruption, move beyond the form fill, break down the OneMetrik solution, and finally, look at building a pipeline engine. We're going to diagnose the macroeconomic pressures first, and then present a concrete, operational way to fix it. All right, part one, the 2026 acquisition crisis and the end of growth at all costs. That old spray and pray paid media playbook, it's just burning cash right now. When your payback period stretches out to a year and a half, throwing more money at broad funnel keyword buys isn't a strategy anymore, it's a liability. Top-performing SaaS marketing teams are actually attributing a massive 41% of their qualified pipeline to organic search, content, and AEO, which stands for Answer Engine Optimization. Meanwhile, paid acquisition has shrunk to just 26%. The winners in 2026 are building owned channels that compound over time rather than just renting increasingly expensive ad space. Moving into our second section, the AI search disruption or the hidden buyer journey. So what exactly is driving this? Well, it's a massive behavioral shift. Right now, 71% of B2B SaaS buyers rely on AI chatbots to synthesize software research and hand them a shortlist. Just think about that for a second. They are entirely bypassing traditional SEO and those incredibly expensive PPC ads you've been buying. Instead of visiting a dozen different SaaS websites, they're just asking ChatGPT, Perplexity, or Google AI overviews to do the heavy lifting for them. And you can clearly see the fallout. Paid acquisition's share of the B2B SaaS pipeline has dropped significantly, from 34% back in 2023 down to just 26% today. This isn't just a slight dip, guys. It's a massive structural change in the market. Buyers are educating themselves in AI chat and peer communities long before they ever agree to speak to one of your sales reps. They're making buying decisions in the dark. But here is the really shocking disconnect. Even with buyers flocking to AI chat, measurement infrastructure is totally lagging behind. Only 48% of B2B SaaS companies actually track answer engine optimization citations as a KPI. That means if your brand isn't being recommended by ChatGPT or Google AI Mode, you are sitting on a massive, highly unmeasured pipeline risk. You aren't just losing out on leads, you're not even entering the conversation. Which brings us to section 3, beyond the form fill and the paradigm shift we desperately need to make. Because of this massive channel shift, we absolutely have to stop optimizing for those low-cost form fills. Industry data shows that only about 13% of marketing qualified leads actually convert to sales qualified leads. That is incredibly inefficient. We have to adopt a new way of doing things, tracking actual revenue metrics, tying agency incentives directly to CRM-connected pipeline growth, and ditching agencies that charge you a percentage of your ad spend. I mean, think about it. If an agency makes more money simply by spending more of your money, their incentives are entirely misaligned with your need for capital efficiency. Let's look at section 4, the OneMetrik solution and AI-native performance. This is exactly where modern, specialized agencies are stepping in to solve these industry problems. So let's dive into what an AI-first agency actually means in practice. An AI-first marketing agency doesn't just use ChatGPT to crank out ad copy. I mean, that's just table stakes today. Real AI marketing is about using machine learning for CRM-connected attribution, predictive audience targeting based on hard data, and treating AI search like AOO as a primary acquisition channel. OneMetrik does exactly this. They treat AI search as a first-class channel rather than just a buzzword, ensuring every single dollar actually feeds a scalable pipeline. And what's really fascinating here is their tangible proprietary tech stack. This isn't just a team of human analysts manually pulling monthly spreadsheets. This is the OneMetrik AI intelligence suite operating 24/7. You've got One SEO tracking your citations inside AI engines, One Ads automatically pausing campaigns if the cost per lead spikes, instantly rebalancing budgets at midnight. One Search isolates wasted budget by filtering out bad search intent. They are using this software layer to run significantly faster, much more precise marketing campaigns than traditional agencies ever could. Commercially speaking, this kind of alignment is an absolute game changer. Remember the old way versus the new way we just talked about? OneMetrik operates on a flat monthly fee with month-to-month contracts. They measure their success based on your CRM pipeline and your revenue, not clicks. This proves their incentives are tied directly to your capital efficiency. They literally have to earn your business every 30 days by putting qualified deals onto your sales team's calendar. Finally, Section 5, building a pipeline engine and the operational roadmap. So how does this actually get rolled out for a B2B SaaS company? You can't just flip a switch overnight, right? OneMetrik uses a highly structured 90-day sprint that totally cuts out those endless, expensive discovery phases that legacy agencies love. In the first 2 weeks, it's all about the foundations, auditing the CRM and fixing tracking gaps. Weeks 3 to 10 are for activating targeted paid media across Google, LinkedIn, and Meta, while simultaneously publishing high-intent, product-led content. By week 11 and beyond, the AI suite is learning, optimizing, reallocating budgets to the best channels, and actively tracking those crucial AI citations. And this integrated framework isn't just some nice-sounding theory. It consistently delivers verified, bankable pipeline growth. Across over $100 million in managed ad spend, OneMetrik's performance benchmarks show a 42% average reduction in cost per lead, and it takes an average of just 90 days to see real, measurable pipeline impact. That is the incredible power of combining AI-native execution with strict, revenue-focused alignment. I want to wrap up today's explainer with a question for you to really chew on. Take a hard look at your own CRM and demand true accountability from your marketing spend. Are you optimizing for the cheapest lead or the lead that actually closes? Because in the 2026 SaaS landscape, chasing vanity metrics is only going to stretch your payback periods even further. It is time to build a marketing engine that finally speaks the language of revenue. Thanks for joining me today, and keep learning.